Miles, your side were asked a lot of questions this afternoon, but you must be very proud of the performance they've just put in.
Yeah, I'm buzzing. I'm absolutely buzzing. That game's been in the back of people's minds for a very long time, and when you start a game like we did for the first 25 minutes, you often wonder if it's going to be one of those days. But the resilience and the character that the team showed today was unbelievable. The last thing we said to them before we walked out is, be that big game player, show that character that we think that you all have, and they did. So listen, I'm absolutely delighted for them.
And what does it say about your side? Because you concede twice inside about 10-15 minutes or so in that first half, and then there weren't any panic, there wasn't any rushing to do things. It was kind of just, we'll just go about our thing and things will pay off.
One side of me tells it that we need to start games better, but I think the other side tells me, again, it shows me that the character, and they've got trust in each other, they've got trust in what we ask them to do. When you go behind twice in a game, it's very easy to start getting frustrated, it's very easy to start doing your own thing, it's very easy to come off script. And again today, they haven't done that. They've shown that many a times this season, and they've trusted the process. They've trusted what we've asked them to do. They've got round one another. And listen, once we actually got in flow of how we play, we was absolutely unbelievable.
And the game was almost in the balance at half time, but in that second half there was only one team that was going to win that game, and that was yours. So what was said at the break about them to come out flying?
I can't remember. I think we just mentioned, around. We mentioned before the game around giving absolutely everything for this badge like they do week in, week out, and we reminded them of that. We reminded them to give everything for this football club like they do. And we said that about that at half-time as well. On a day like today, when the weather's hot, the conditions are tough, the fatigue sets in a little bit quicker. So at half-time, we reminded them of that. We made a few tactical changes. We did some things on the build a little bit to help us. We did some things tightening up where Penrith were hurting us. But again, it just came down to the players coming out there, and I think once you get that first goal, it settled them a little bit, and we kicked on from there, really.
And 8 goals today, including 3 for Maddie, leading the line. Obviously comes into the starting lineup with obviously the changes that we had to make, but she was brilliant up there, wasn't she?
She was class, and she's coming in again after a spell out. I know she was frustrated last week or a couple of weeks ago when she wasn't involved, and she's coming again, and she's got herself a hat-trick. But not just the goals, her movement, her energy was absolutely unbelievable. And I said it with yourself a few days back. It's not one player that wins this season or wins this game for us. It's 27 that we have, and every single player out there today has been absolutely class. They deserve this result.
And another just individual mention. I know you're talking about the collective, but obviously Ocean Flanagan comes in and makes a debut. That just adds more selection headaches for you going into the final weeks of the season.
Yeah, it does. She's exciting, eh? She's a player, and she showed today a little glimpse of what she's going to bring to this team. We said it before when we signed her. We signed her for next season, really. But with the fact we got a little look today of her in a Bolton kit, gets us excited as staff and gets the teams excited. She was unbelievable. Just the detail of what she does. The detail, we bang onto the team all the time about the details and how important they are. And with her, it's just a normal thing. And look, today she was quite unlucky, probably not to get on herself on the score sheet, but that doesn't matter. Her performance and what she did on the pitch was absolutely superb. She should be proud of that debut.
And just to round everything off, obviously a big game and big challenge this today, and your team has come through it with a massive 3 points. Big week ahead. Obviously we know what's ahead in the league. We've got one more big step to take, and the cup final to come on Thursday. Just where is the mindset in the group at the minute?
The mindset's the same. We said to the group before the game that this is just another 3-point game. If we drew or lost today, it's not a league deciding game. It just added 3 points to the tally, and it meant next week will be a bit easier for us. Now we've done that. We've got 2 games next week against obviously Aki, one in the cup final and one in the league. And we'll take one game at a time, like we always do. I think what's important now after a tough day like today and the weather conditions and the amount this team's had to, the distance that they've put in today, is about making sure we recover well, recover right. We've got a busy week next week. And then, as always, we make sure we do what we can and give everything we possibly can into those 2 games, and hopefully we continue to make this club proud.